relevance of Mount Dungeon seems to lay in the motivated attitude of its producer and staff and their faith in the local music scene of Asheville. There's a whole lot going on in the music world in Asheville. I think that the quality of music has improved steadily during the past few years. The historical background for music from the Appalachian area, as far as being rich in culture, the new and the old seem to be coming together, Blackwell said. Good quote. Mount Dungeon airs new episodes Thursday night at 11 p.m. Some upcoming shows will feature Stephanie's Id, Ear Power, and the Luciatistas. Thursday, Mount Dungeon will be holding a viewing of the secret B-sides from the show, blah, blah, blah. It's just... And the rest of it is just, when it comes on and everything. We know that.
Good.
So
When does it come on? Thursday nights?
Thursday nights, 11 p.m. And tonight, the secret B-sides.
Okay.
Ah.
See? Okay.
And aren't you still on? You're on Saturdays too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Matt Howard.
Matt Howard Live, Saturdays, 5 p.m. And I'm still completely unprepared for this Saturday, so...
Okay.
Got time.
I got time, yeah. I'll work something out.
We managed to have two shots that at best get the back of Ralph's head.
We only got Ralph's arm in that one right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do have your arm.
Would you want to adjust the cameras?
You want to adjust the cameras?
I'll adjust if you tell me where to adjust them.
All right, do that. Do number one and make it so that Ralph's in it. We're gonna lose Matt and take it over to Matt. Just swing it over Ralph's
There's
plate.
Ralph.
That's good.
And there's your shoulder.
There we go. Okay,
How's that?
that'll do. Oh, very creative there, Ralph. Very spontaneous. There you go. So you
I
have.
drink tea on TV for a living.
Whew. So you did get free today. You had a free day.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Actually, I went out to Black Mountain. I went to Lake Eden this morning and filmed a show, which will
It's a Black
be
Mountain,
on
the
in
art
a week
festival.
or so. Yeah,
The art festival's going on now, right?
no,
When is that?
8th, 9th, and 10th of May.
In May.
I know that because that's who we went out to interview, were the people putting it on. Yeah, they do a lot of good work. They go around to the schools, to kids, and so forth. Give them a better appreciation for art. Give them a method of realizing some of their creative impulses in a positive manner. Very good.
And me, see, I'd just give them a can of spray paint and set them out on the road,
We've seen the results of that. Yes, we have.
Yes. No, I was just joking.
Sure you were.
Not,
We believe you.
not entirely.
Yeah.
But now I've got to make more adjustments. Okay. Well, now we're gonna have sizzly stuff going
What
on.
is that photo behind me?
Hmm?
That's a garden somewhere.
Yeah.
We moved the camera, and so it's picking up different amounts of light than it was.
Right.
Well, why don't you light that back wall so you get a better key?
Well, I've been talking to people about that.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you that's why you're not getting a good
Perhaps
key
if someone
from
would suggest that
experience.
to the management here, that could get done.
What kind of lighting?
click
on
in here.
All you gotta do is
Here's what I was thinking. I was thinking
light
two
up there.
fluorescent bulbs across the top and two fluorescent bulbs across the bottom,
Yeah.
with a boxed in so it didn't come out this way. It only went up, and then a 4-inch Fresnel with barn doors hanging on the pipe there, and one there coming in from the sides to light the people in front with a slightly yellow gel or maybe a bastard amber or something like that to cut the difference between the two, and it might that might work.
Yeah, that would work. But you could do it with just a couple of little clip-on lights to get for now. That would
We
improve
tried
your
that
key
with
a
those.
lot.
We had two of those right there, and we tried all this kind of stuff, and it didn't work.
Those too far away, they have to be closer.
Then they're
I'm
projected.
serious. They have to be beyond you.
Yeah.
They have to be closer to the wall.
Yeah.
I've done keying a lot. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And even then, it takes experimentation to get it exactly right.
Yeah. Well, do you think that two fluorescents at the top and two at the bottom?
That would be magnificent.
Okay.
When
Sometimes
we're We need to finish painting the blue on out too.
Oh, and we need to turn on the. No, it's hot enough in here. We don't need the.
No, I thought the blue was gonna stay just like that, and that was gonna be white, and then that
We're
was the portal
supposed to paint the walls a light gray,
door. Gray. That was the original.
very
yeah.
light gray, and we never did it.
I like it better with the white in here. I don't think I'd enjoy light gray.
I left it white because I wanted to bounce light off of it,
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
But-
That's legit.
but I was told not to. I was told to paint
Well,
gray.
you got a 750 watt fixture up there. That's way too big for this room, isn't it?
Well, it depends on what you're doing with it.
What do you do with it?
Cook hot dogs.
Yeah.
Here, if I turn it on, Matt, will you move it for me
Keep
if
the
it needs to be
croissants warm.
moved just a little bit?
Yeah.
Turn what on?
Well, I
The
got.
big spotlight.
Oh, yes.
That's not it. This is there.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that needs moving,
that's
yes.
got.
That needs some serious moving.
I
Yes.
understand what you use it for now. That makes sense.
Uh-huh.
So that's where that comes from.
It got changed.
You got
okay, you know
It's a
what?
little blurry.
Move the gobo is up. It needs to be moved
I
down. It
see.
needs to be wiggled and dropped down. It's out of its slot. There we
There
go.
we go. Yeah.
Yes.
Have you got any more gobos?
We do.
Oh, we got
Yeah,
pirates.
that's the one we use for the Mad Scientist
Yeah.
Tea Party. See.
How's that? Over a little bit, or
That's
is that
great.
good?
That looks great.
Okay, I'm going to tell y'all a technical story about hot dogs since John's here, and he already knows this one. I used to sell back in the early '70s radio, TV, electronics, and I walked into the TV shop one day, and the guy was making hot dogs. Well, he makes it. He takes an extension cord,
Cuts the ends
strips
off.
the ends, solders a couple wires to it, and sticks the wires in the hot dogs. Releases a hot dog and plugs it in the wall, and it takes about 60
You
seconds
should do it with
at the
nails.
most.
You
Yeah.
can do it with 2 nails. Yeah, tenpenny. I used to use.
So
Yeah.
from then on, I spent 3 nights a week out on the road, and I wasn't making a lot of money. So I had one of those rigs in the car, and I had hot dogs quite often. They were
Yeah.
good,
Uh-huh.
and it works because, of course, the hot dogs are resistance,
And they're fairly salty, so they're also a good conductor.
right?
Yeah.
So, but you did not pick up the hot dog while it was cooking.
New.
but it's about fast as a microwave, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You can wrap things in foil and put them on the engine block too. I've
Yeah.
done that while you're driving. You just gotta watch about the grease coming out if you're roasting something. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
potatoes work good, and Pop-Tarts heat up good on the dashboard. And some breakfast items are good like that.
On the dashboard.
Yeah,
You put them on. Did you put potatoes on the engine block?
yeah. The engine. We had a spot in the
Uh-huh.
engine where we can wrap them up. We built a basket where we could cook food while we're
Did I
driving.
ever put a potato in the exhaust pipe?
No.
This is turning already to be a pretty silly.
I want to try that with the hot dogs now.
Couple of
works,
nails
yeah.
works
Just-
good.
That's
Be
no. I
very
built a
careful.
wooden box once. You built a wooden box with 2 nails, and the wires coming out, and you put the hot dog in the nails.
But be careful, don't shock yourself.
Yeah, no, I not that foolish. I'd have a plastic plate or something like that on hand.
And it's easier if you use
Probably on
if
that.
you use a breaker or something in case it gets out of whack. You know.
And I don't know. I think a hot dog might get hot enough to melt a plastic plate. Maybe not,
Oh yeah.
but they get pretty
It's
hot.
pretty hot, yeah.
You'd be surprised how hot, how fast.
You gotta be careful with electricity. I remember one Saturday night, and this was at least 35 years ago. I'd built my own oscilloscope, homebrew oscilloscope, and the power supply was a little loose, and I was fooling around on it, and I got hit with about, I don't know, 7,000 or 8,000 volts.
Big voltage on an
Big
oscilloscope.
voltage on the oscilloscope, and the next thing I remember, I was bouncing off the wall all the way across the room.
Well, what did he lay the hot dog on to not conduct the electricity?
He let it hang. A
Like a
napkin.
napkin.
Okay.
I mean, this is the ultimate simplicity. These are the type of guys that used to fix TVs anyway, because if it didn't work, you plugged in tubes until it worked, and you didn't take any back out. You charged for
Yeah.
all the tubes. But I sold a lot of tubes, so I didn't mind. Yep.
I remember the tube sets. Yeah.
No, I still got a lot of tubes.
I have.
You didn't see my old workshop. I have to show that to you sometime.
Where is it?
It's in one of the barns down
Oh.
below there.
Okay.
John came out and visited me. the
I
other
did,
day.
and I got those. But you know your did you see your blanket sitting out there? Okay, it's sitting out there on the cabinets by Jonathan's desk
I'll pick it up.
there.
Did they work?
I haven't done
You
a thing
don't
to.
know?
I unloaded them into the garage, and there they have
If
sat.
they're blown, they're your speakers, but I think they're okay.
I've got an oscillator, you know, I'm gonna put on them. And I'll run them through. I did read the paperwork on them, and they were bragging on surround foam.
Yeah.
So that's a bad sign because
Yeah,
they were
that old, you know, because let's see.
surround phone.
foam
Oh, surround foam.
on the speaker cones.
They're like quadraphonic.
No, they're just
They're
big.
probably close to 40 years old.
Yeah, and I don't.
But they
know
were
that.
great speakers.
They were great
huge.
speakers.
Yeah, they're huge speakers.
I thought here's what I was thinking about doing. And I can ask your opinion on this, what you think. And this is particular, and also I looked at the wattage that they handle, and they say 35 watts and 75 watts peak. Now I know that's a conservative rating,
Yeah.
but so they're not really real beefy, you know.
No, they're
not.
No,
But-
they were high-end consumer speakers.
But if indeed the surround foam is rotted out of them, which is a good chance,
Yeah.
I was thinking, and if indeed I can get into them, I haven't even checked to see if the front comes off or what.
It must come off.
I don't know, but we'll just all this will have to be seen. I was thinking about we need speakers here for the studio,
Yeah.
and if I have to change the speakers in those cabinets, I'd like to put speakers in there that handle more power,
Yeah.
and they would be
The cabinets are good though.
well the whole thing, and just replace them back with the same size speakers, but
Right.
that handle more power, and because they're built like high end studio monitors.
Yeah. Well, they
They
are.
are.
Yeah. That reminds me. Back in the '70s, I sold monitor speakers, and almost every radio station in town, maybe all of them at one time, had my speakers I'd sold them mounted in their control rooms.
And what did you sell?
Fraser.
Fraser.
They're out of business now, but that was fantastic. Yeah. They made real high end speakers. That was during the disco craze, and I sold a lot of discos. Their complete equipment. I'd go in and put in speakers, amps, turntables, the whole ball of wax. And sometimes I'd even be a guest DJ.
Yeah, the older speakers, the ones that I've dealt
Go ahead.
with, even though they're good,
Are you-
I find
I'm
that-
just
Oh, you-
enjoying the
oh,
fun with
you're
the chroma
enjoying-
key there.
he can chroma key for us. He could stand in the door and
it's
chroma
the
key.
rot that gets them, even though they're the cones rot and that's
It's the foam around the
Yeah.
edge, and that's what I'm afraid
Yeah.
of. Yeah,
that's what I've found, just in families' closets, beautiful speakers, but the
Yeah.
foam didn't make it, and that was the problem. I mean, they worked for a little bit, and then you'd be like, all right, and then out.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm afraid of because that's what I was wondering what it was. If I just my thought on it was if it has surround foam, it probably hasn't made it. If it has cloth or paper or anything else, it probably is fine.
Right.
But then I read the thing and it has surround foam.
Well, you'll find out.
And they were bragging on how far the excursion of the speaker was due to the
Yeah.
surround
Well,
foam.
those speakers are much like the time I bought a watch at the flea market years ago. And I was looking at the watch. It's quite a nice watch. I think I paid $5 for it or something. I got my money's worth.
Okay.
And I said, "How do you set it?" And the guy looked at me in all seriousness and said, "I don't know. It's your darn watch."
Well, did you figure out how to set it?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, when you're the only one that can work on the equipment, you figure out how
Yeah.
it turns on.
That's right.
So surround film was some sort of supposedly space age material that was lauded at the time. It turned
Yes.
out to be crap that just did not age well.
No, you're right. It didn't age well. It's foam, and the foam didn't age well. And except for the age thing, it worked real well. You know.
It served its purpose in
Yeah.
not cracking and being able to handle the bass and pump sound out.
Right, but with time, it didn't. Yeah, and I don't know of any that lasted. Maybe. Oh, I can't think of the name of the speaker. There was one that had blue colored surround foam in it that they made monitors for control rooms and stuff. I can't think of the name.
Yeah. But it's amazing the advances they made in speakers. Now little speakers that big sound like the big ones.
Yeah.
Sound pretty good.
Yeah, they sound pretty good. They're not quite as good, but they sound pretty good.
They complement them with a subwoofer.
Yeah.
Right. What they've done is they've turned the three-way speaker into the two-way speaker. Now everything's two-way speakers.
Yeah.
You rarely find a three-way speaker anymore, but nobody realizes that they're two-way speakers and a subwoofer. So instead of having two woofers, you've got one.
Right.
And subwoofers are just woofers. Subwoofers are nobody can afford subwoofers. Real subwoofers cost a fortune.
Yeah.
They call them subwoofers. They just put the woofers. they changed the woofers to woofer. Called it a subwoofer.
I'm thinking about getting a couple of powered speakers to use as monitors for my setup there.
What kind are you thinking about getting? Mackeys or something
Yeah,
else?
Yamaha has some pretty good ones.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But yeah, I almost bid on some Mackies on eBay the other day,
Uh-huh.
but it had already been run up too much.
They're expensive.
I found a beautiful 4-input field mixer Shure on eBay, and I need one of those. I want one bad.
Okay.
Almost brand new, and it had a bid of about $3 on it, and it was 2 days to go, and I said, I got this.
Yeah.
So I put in $200, just so I'd be sure to get it.
And
It
so
went for 900 and something.
Wow.
It was the good unit, wasn't it?
It was a good unit. Yeah, it's 1,400 or something like that retail. So
Yeah. I'll show you what. Have I shown you what I have? I have a 3-input. But you'll see it's of the same family that you're probably talking about. The same ilk. It'll run off 9-volt batteries or it'll run off any kind of power you'll plug it into from like 12 volts to 30 volts.
I got a big Shure 8-channel that runs on batteries, but it's one of the old ones,
Uh-huh.
big battery.
Is that more or less like the one you were looking at?
FP32. That's similar to what I was looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one has 3. That one had 4.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd be on it too.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's what I need.
Uh-huh. That's what I'd be on that one with the 4 inputs on it too.
Yeah.
What exactly would that be used for?
It's a little mixer. It's just
Just a mixer.
This one
Just
fires
so-
up 3
just so you
mics.
can mic a band or something, have
Alright.
more mixers or a
take a look.
conference.
Oh.
It was like today when I did that
You got a
interview,
cord, you
there
got
were
a cord.
5 people and I really needed at least 2 mics.
Mm-hmm.
And of course I had them, I should have used more. I've got that NT1, you saw it, right?
Right.
I took that and I sat in front of the table, there's 5 people around it, beautiful sound.
So they are wonderful.
Yeah.
They're great sounding mics.
Yeah.
NT1 is just sound to
Yeah.
the ear. The NT1 probably actually sounds better than the NT1A
I like it a lot. So.
with the better specs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the sound of the NT1.
But the real problem with doing an interview with 5 people in one camera is the guy on the end will say something to the guy on the other end, and how do you get around fast enough and get focused? You really got to be on the ball to do it.
Yeah, you really need 2 cameras, don't you?
Yeah. I should have done a 2-camera shoot, but Pat was busy, so I just went by myself. But it came out pretty good. I've already read it in and looked at it on the big monitor. I'm really pleased with my waterfall stuff though this time.
So you did what now?
I'm really pleased with my
Pleased with it.
waterfall footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming along really good. Waterfalls of the Southern Highlands. See it here on URTV.
Yep.
Yeah, I think there are some shows of it on this week, at least one.
Yeah, open that little door, you can see inside, the settings are inside. And the place to put the batteries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are very nice.
Yeah, you're right though, they go for top dollar, they don't, it's rare to pick one up at a bargain.
Yeah.
Same thing with a good speaker. People don't let go of speakers.
No. Oh, look at those that I traded you. I kept them for what, 35 years. Of course, I was done with them like 25 years ago, but you know, it takes you a while to.
You don't let go of, people don't let go of speakers that work.
No.
Basically,
Yeah.
if somebody lets go of speakers, they usually don't work.
Yeah.
There's something wrong. That's just the way it is.
Now, what sort of tea is this?
It's primarily just China black.
China Black. Then why is it a pale yellow? But never mind. I guess it is more black than yellow.
Well, there's some oolong in there too.
Ah.
There's a little bit of a mixture. There was a little bit of oolong left, and I threw it in just to finish off the pot. Is it okay?
Southern slope before the rains.
So it's
Quite good.
okay.
Yeah, it is.
Well, my cup is. Yours has been steeping a little longer. It might be better.
No, it's fine.
And I broke my last good teapot, so
Uh-oh.
I'm working off these little ones and stuff.
Yeah.
So no
Well, you do
more
have
big
a-
honking teapots?
Hmm?
So no more big honking teapots?
Are there any more big?
No more big honking teapots.
No,
That's too bad.
I have no more.
We do have a number of smaller ones, though.
Yeah. Well, it'll probably get us through today.
We hope. Depth charge. Oh. Well, there should never be silence on the air, so I will now announce my run for the presidency of the United States.
Okay.
Having carefully analyzed all the other people running, I realize they're all stupid and I'm the only one that knows enough to do it. Besides, I want Air Force One. What a chick magnet.
Yeah, it's better than an MG, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can see how it would impress, yes.
Did you read about Prince, was it Harry? Yeah, Prince Harry, who flew his Chinook helicopter and landed in his girlfriend's backyard? $20 million helicopter?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you got to impress him.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you don't crash it.
Well, she probably had a pretty good backyard.
Yeah, well.
Probably. I mean, I can't imagine that.
I saw a picture of it. It was rather extensive. Yes.
Like, I imagine the prince isn't dating somebody with a small backyard.
No.
Right, get the dog.
Guess there's something to be said just about the impressiveness of having a backyard that big. But how big are one of these helicopters now?
They can carry about 30 to 40 people.
Now, was this his own personal helicopter?
No, it belonged to the RAF.
Oh, okay.
He just got his pilot's license. I suppose if you're a prince, you have somewhat more privilege than the regular flying officer would.
Yeah, I would imagine
Junior
that
flying officer.
probably would not have been allowed to take the sucker on a joyride and land
No.
it in his girlfriend's backyard.
No. I would think,
Safe to say.
you would think that the prince might even get fussed at.
He probably did. It was not exactly the best PR move that they can make. The royal family is trying to sort of lay low so they can remain the royal family.
Well, isn't Harry had a series of not the best PR moves?
That's true.
Yeah.
Let's see, he is my 12th cousin.
No kidding.
Yeah.
12th
Wait.
cousin, you know this for a fact. 12th cousin.
It's in my genealogy book, you know. I can trace it. Well, that's not really a close relation. You guys are probably about the same relationship
Yeah.
if you were to check it out. Yeah, Queen Elizabeth is my 10th cousin. Charles is my 11th, so he would be my 12th. And I thought, hey, I thought this would make a great chapter in the book to show where I am in line for the king, for the throne of the king for the crown of England, and I figured,
so-
well, maybe 2 millionth or something like
I was
that.
going to say, where does that put you?
So I did. Seriously, I did the actual research.
Uh-huh.
I did, and I found out that there's something called the Act of Succession that was done in 1716 or something like that, and there's a cutoff. So I'm nowhere close.
You're cut off.
Yeah, but I thought, hey, it'd be a good job. But, so that's why I'm running for president.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I figure you can't be king, may as well be president.
sure.
Well, see, we got Hillary showing up tonight. And will you be going to see Hillary tonight?
The question is, will she be coming to see me?
Will she now? Well,
No, I hope not. Actually,
I briefly contemplated going to see it for
It's going to be crowded.
for the sake of spectacle. Yeah, that's the big thing. I don't really want to deal with that many crowds to listen to Hillary speak when she's not. I'm really not all that excited about her to begin with.
And she probably won't get it, so why go?
We have a graduating class tonight doing their show should come on at 9.
I have seen 2 presidents in person in my lifetime: Lyndon B. Johnson and Gerald Ford.
I don't believe I've ever seen them.
I have personally seen Bill Clinton and Jimmy Carter. Bill Clinton before he became president, Jimmy Carter after he was president. I don't think I've ever seen like a president while they were president, though.
Come in.
I don't believe I've ever seen
really?
actually seen a president, but you know what? I saw Paul McCartney in Wings.
He should have been president.
That's better.
So I just wanted to draw your attention. Do you know where this is? This is the Scientology Center of Palm Springs.
Okay.
It's behind you.
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
Wow, that's just so much more creepy all of a sudden.
Ooh. We don't have to sign one of those billion-year contracts, do we?
I don't know. I can change it.
I knew Ralph would be on the other side of
Yeah,
that.
I improvised that. That's not
Yeah.
true.
Well, I got.
You made
fooled
that
you,
up.
we
I made that up.
He said, we're gonna come in here and tell them that, because that's what it looks like.
What y'all got going on? Y'all have any announcements or anything to?
Hillary Clinton's in town.
Yep, we were just talking about that.
Our poster for the
Like
the Media Fest is now online.
would like to congratulate Davine Dial and Herbert Johnson for getting
For their
married.
marriage.
Oh
They
yeah,
got
I remember hearing
married? Cool.
I guess they got married today.
Yes, they did. It was very beautiful.
I said Herb finally made an honest woman of her.
Yes.
Or vice
Might be
versa.
the other way around.
Whatever. After 18 years together.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Did you go to the wedding? I didn't go. Well, I guess you knew because I wasn't there.
Yes.
Yes.
There weren't too
Did
many
you go?
people, only about.
I did.
Okay, because you
Oh
seem
yeah,
kind
you
of
were
dressed
there
up.
too.
Yeah, I was dressed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm glad y'all went since I didn't, so we were kind of
There
represented.
were like what, 10 people? It was really very nice.
I was waiting for a motley crew to be there from URTV, but
I didn't know
When I
about
first
it.
heard about when I heard she was getting married, my first response is she should be getting married on live TV.
I know. I was thinking. I was
It
wondering if
should
they
have
were going
been
to come to
covered by
the
URTV.
if they were going to
seriously.
come to
And
the tea
she
party.
went just the opposite.
yeah.
I wondered if they were going to come to the tea party for their honeymoon.
Well, that was
But
one of the
that's a-
original rules that you couldn't
That's a
film
hot
weddings
thing now. A
with
lot of
URTV.
people are being
that?
married on TV, or at least streaming on the
Here?
web. No, nationwide.
somewhere?
It's
One of the
illegal.
original rules is you
It's
couldn't
getting boring
film
now.
weddings with URTV gear.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, if you're
Well,
going
for
to make
pay, yeah.
What if?
Yeah, but you could if it's going to be a show.
Yeah, but say
We could do
somebody
the-
wants to get married. I mean, can't if they're both members, can't they reserve the studio and get married on live TV if there's opening in the time
You
slot?
can marry him, you're like captain of a ship, right?
I hereby make you man and wife.
We should have a live
You may-
wedding, right?
We may forever call each other husband and wife. Isn't that what they said?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
All right, so you could have married them because you're the director if they could have done it.
That's what.
It's like
In
captain
Studio
of a ship. I may be stretching the rules a little bit, but that's okay.
You know, maybe that's
What
what I
I
was
do.
lacking in my dating show. Instead of sending them on a date, which I can't afford, just get an ordained minister, probably Brother Christopher, and he could just marry
Okay,
them.
you guys are smoking something I'm
I
not.
got some good news for you. Excuse me, John.
Oh,
John Robinson is in fact ordained as well
Really?
through like Church of Subgenius.
That's good stuff. Well, I actually can't stay because I gotta make sure they check in my gear. Otherwise, I'll be here forever.
okay. You want to get a clean cup over there at the end?
No, maybe after they check in my
That was
gear.
my cup, right?
Okay. Is this where you were? Yes, this is where you were sitting.
Yeah.
That one.
I'm burning my original project.
Don't use that one. It's just started to try the green stuff. Yeah.
This stuff?
Yeah. And I've just added a bunch of water to it, but it's been steeping in that other water.
Sorry.
So you can try that
2 cups is my minimum.
and see how that does you. What are you doing? Rendering?
With the interview that Allison did with me on hospitality industry,
Right.
I am just starting editing today. I'm burning the whole entire thing, the bloopers and everything on DVD, so I have a copy.
Right.
And then I'll come in next week and start editing it down to a half-hour show. And hopefully it'll be aired in 3 weeks. So, and I'm using just simple using iMovie, you know.
How long was the interview that Allison did with you?
The interview was a half hour. We were on live for a half hour, but I've got over an hour of stuff because we were filming beforehand and we were joking around
And so you're
and the
gonna
stuff that you did in the beginning with the different heads on the different bodies and
so you're just gonna pick whatever the stuff you like the best
Yeah,
and put a thing
yeah.
together of it.
yeah.
Make
Most
it
of the
different.
interview was pretty usable.
It was.
Yeah, it was pretty
It
usable.
was actually it makes a really good video resume for
Well,
you.
I'm gonna tell people and say, watch. if you like this guy, call.
Well, you can send it out. I mean, with your resume, you
Yeah.
can just slide it in there. You know.
Yeah. So that's what I'll probably do. I'll make a 15-minute or edit 2 down,
Right.
My commercial's on my promo that I did
You
for
were all
UR
dressed up nice that
for
night. and
URTV,
everything.
yeah. I used when
Your
you're in a suit,
promo.
use the best. Yeah, I did a 30-second URTV promo. Promote public access URTV.
I hadn't seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I saw it on last night. And the full Bill Clinton speech is going to air on
Right.
Saturday. That'll be the 3rd time it's aired.
I've been seeing that. I've seen some of that. I've
Was
not
that
really,
okay?
I've not
Came
really
through
watched it, but I
the
saw
sound
it.
came through okay, and
Think so?
yeah, okay.
I haven't seen it.
I missed it twice. That's why I was just, but it was on. That's the full speech unedited. There's nothing from when he came up to the podium to when he waved goodbye. Every word he said is on there, and that's that I kind of really wanted to do that, so people don't keep getting sound bites and edited spots on these politicians when they speak. And I'm hoping to get as many speeches together as possible from all parties. Whoever's running.
Remember when I saw Bill Clinton? It was '92. It was while he was running for president. I was with a bunch of college students who went and saw him speak, and I managed to get up front. And when he's going down and touching everybody's hand, I managed to like reach out and grab like 2 fingers like that. Which upon retrospect, if I stop and think about all the things Bill Clinton has probably done with those hands.
With those 2 fingers. huh?
Yeah,
But that was before.
You never know where those 2 fingers have been.
Yeah, but Bill Clinton is Bill Clinton, and like before Monica Lewinsky, before all the others. I mean, safe to say this man was probably always a dirty dog.
Well, you don't think maybe Monica was like his first experiment outside of the marriage cocoon?
I so do not believe that. I so do not believe that. I think it's the first one in which he got completely, totally, utterly, hopelessly, undeniably caught. As opposed to all the others in which he managed to squirm out of it despite the allegations.
Very interesting.
I'm gonna go move the camera because the molecule is gonna look good up in all that other stuff going on.
Molecules.
No.
Molecular movement. Uh-oh.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
Well, it's me.
Oh, there's a head.
Look at that.
I'll be checking my editing in about 5 minutes just to make
Still
sure
what I
it's doing
use
all
for the
right.
background on my phone.
I do like your new commercials, though. I like the train. The train is good.
That's Ralph's work.
Yeah. Except I'm not on the train. I just don't know,
You have to talk to Ralph.
I will. I think I will. I'll have to send him some sort of photo. But that could be a double-edged sword there, Maybe I don't want to be on the train, but you don't know what photo he's going to use. The power of media.
We could go back to the to an earlier episode, to an older episode, and perhaps we could find the nostril cam.
Oh, God. Remember we had the camera on the table?
Experiments in live television.
Well, they say that looking up, shooting up, is a more complimentary.
Yeah,
shot.
down is the evil shot.
It makes you look grand and.
I've heard the other way, that looking
Down at you is not the evil shot.
yeah, or maybe I'm thinking of it as just from a lighting perspective. That if they want somebody to, appear more good, they light them from above. If they want them to appear more evil, they light them from below.
Oh,
I think is what
absolutely,
it is. Yeah.
But I think the shots too, though, for some reason, they were always, even in the old silent movies, if they angled down on someone, it was always that evil thing, and if they were kind of like looking up at them, they were always supposedly the better character. I like the old silent movie filmology, or how they film that.
All right. Well, we seem to be down to.
No conversation.
Yeah, we seem to be down to one tablecloth. If I don't wash some tablecloths.
I like the black tablecloth.
Yeah, and being in black, you don't have to wash it anytime soon either.
But I still say if you got one that matches the blue, then everything would be suspended.
Well, what we need to do then is come in next Thursday, and when Don Yelton is doing his debate with all the candidates for county commission.
Thursday? Is that Thursday?
Tuesday.
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 This Tuesday coming up? Oh wow.
He did it last Tuesday, and he's going to do it again this Tuesday. And last Tuesday he used the blue material that he once bought to go on the wall.
Yeah,
back
the
there.
shroud.
To use it as a tablecloth. So we need to come in and at the end of the show steal one of those.
The shroud. I didn't realize that it was his shroud. I borrowed it for the kids' video camps and then put it with your stuff back there. And obviously it's an important prop for him. I apologize, but but that would work, yeah.
Yes, chroma key blue tablecloth would be very cool. Very cool indeed.
And maybe we could get blue cups and.
That would, well, if you had the blue cups, then it would just be like drinking air. They disappear.
I'm very impressed at how that blue hoodie of mine came out. That thing was great.
That worked out good.
Yes, it did.
Well,
Fun with chroma key.
Well, I don't know. You tell me. Should we go to a different garden now? Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
even
getting
if
late.
it's not genuinely true, the Scientology reference is just kind of throwing me off a little bit.
It's getting.
Well, they said they made that up.
Yeah, I know. Raven just went and ruined the whole thing for me, though.
What's Scientology?
Raven came in here and just said, "Oh, the garden you see back there is the Scientology headquarters in Palm Springs." Then a minute later he said,
I said it
made
was
that
tropical.
up." Yeah.
Kind of like.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's it. Definitely looks either like Southern California or
Yeah.
Florida or something
Florida,
like that.
You know what band? Have you ever had a steel drum band in Mount Dungeon?
We have not.
I I was just thinking, I thought I saw a local band being advertised on the other pay-per-view
How's that
channels locally, you know? Oh, I like that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But it was this,
Or we could go here.
And it kind of looked, actually, well, the last one actually looked kind of like I was wearing a real Hawaiian shirt there.
you know, the
Oh.
palms.
You want a Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah, well, you know.
Let's
We have not. That's one of those things we have to do sometime. We keep talking about trying to find a mariachi band sometime.
Yeah.
Like we half in jest, but
Yeah.
like if a decent one, we came across a decent one, we'd put them on there.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter is just because we're finding, you know, the more variety we do, the better it goes over. And part of the reason why I think Mount Dungeon is so well received is because the music is just, we've had such a wide spectrum.
It's a definite, you know, it expresses, you know, the different points from jazz to that two-piece band you had in there filming. It hasn't aired yet, but
The Doom Ribbons?
yeah, that was pretty awesome what they were doing.
That was pretty good. And, you know, they didn't sound like I expected from a name like Doom Ribbons.
Yeah,
I was expecting something much faster and harder, but they were excellent. They were really good.
the percussionist. You don't think of like that whole. You know, that whole last song was all the bells, and then the guitars came in with the bells too, which really impressed me. And then they faded that out and got into the regular percussions, and I really liked that. That was a really awesome song, the way it was arranged, you know, and the vocals, you know, the vocal machine, you know, using your voice combined with technology as a different instrument, you know, I really like that. That came over nice, you know, and it bottomed out because he had it set for the I can't pronounce that instrument's name, Juritsu, the long horns.
Didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo. Thank you. So. But that sounded really well. I like that.
Yeah, so that's the first time you sat in on a Mount Dungeon, is that?
No, I've sat in a Mount Dungeons, but
Okay, but you like this?
that was pretty unique
This
as
was
far
good.
as yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. I love it whenever we get something that's unique.
But it's going to be a month or more till it plays.
At least.
Listen to all those people talk. Can you all hear all those people talking
Yeah.
out there?
Actually, that reminds me that there's something I want to talk to Kurt about.
Jonathan's out there, or they're having a
You do, in your Hawaiian shirt.
In my Hawaiian shirt, which I gotta say, this for my own naked eye, it's definitely bluey shirt, but it's, you know, I didn't expect it to chroma key quite this
I
well.
need to get
Slightly teal.
batteries for my little keyboard again. Keep it in the car.
Okay, I'll be right back.
See, I'll get you as you pass by. We already did it. It's the other camera. It's one.
Camera one.
This one.
Yeah, you take the whole screen out. That's pretty cool.
Fun with chroma key.
The magic.
There you go. Yet again.
So did you get? Are we installing reverb in the studio? Did
We
that
have
come
it.
in? It's already there, right?
It's there.
Is the board working all right?
Yeah.
So all your bands that come in here now, keep coming in.
We have reverb now, but we still don't have monitor speakers, so bring your monitors.
Bring your monitors.
We don't have the amplifier to drive them either, so powered monitors are good.
Awesome. Where was that box you were working on? You brought a box in and you were playing with wires. About 2 weeks ago. You said you were on and you were just messing with it.
Where was I?
You were here on the tea party.
Oh, it's more than 2 weeks ago. One of them's in the car.
Okay.
I tell you what, would you pour me some of the tea from the white pot? You
Yeah.
tried that. Was that?
Yeah, actually, it was very good.
Dang, that's a nice shirt, man.
Isn't it?
Man, that's like Hawaiian. And it's weird when you walk, it kind of changes.
Yeah.
That's great.
You know, one of these
That's
days, you know, I know.
Save some.
I know Japanese and Koreans
check-
already have
check on my
prototypes
editing,
of
I'll be
shirts
right
that
back.
will actually
Alright.
do this.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're the first. You could be like the you could. You know what? You could announce like America's already figured it out. Like kind of going to the moon. You know, like
Yeah, no.
we conquered the first movie T-shirt, you know, the first LED shirt.
No, I'm pretty sure it's going to be either Japanese or South Koreans that
Russians don't, they might be doing it.
Yeah, but honestly, they don't go for the novelty thing quite as much as the Japanese and the South Koreans. So it's
Right.
definitely, I think it's going to be one of them that puts the first one of these available on the market.
Right. Well,
It's my 2
I'm just
cents
trying to
worth.
market you.
Well, I appreciate the effort, Raven.
Thanks.
And I somehow I don't have a lot of faith in America's ability to be the first to innovate anymore. School boards in Kansas and things like that have very much shattered my faith in America's ability to innovate.
I bet America made this your chair. Next time you throw a piece of trash in a garbage can, that rubber made in America. Rubber, plastic, well not plastic, but rubber. All those rubber trash cans were made right here in this country.
Still made in America?
That's about it. Just you go into any of the big box stores, go straight to trash cans. They're all made in America. That's about it.
So if you want to support American jobs, buy trash cans.
Buy trash cans. I mean, I think it's time that. Okay, this is made in Taiwan, so bad example.
Was it really?
Yes, but I'm going to prove this point. So I think it'd be a great time for everybody to go out and buy new trash cans. For replace every trash can in the house. Throw the old trash cans into the new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find a trash can.
We really don't make much of anything anymore in this country, do we?
We do. We still make some,
TV?
We still make some things in this country.
Make a lot of
we
TV.
do, and
Okay, this one's full
and
of
I'm hoping
trash,
that
so
we'll
I have
start
to-
making a lot.
I have to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
And this one says, oh, here it is. 10X, Groundville, Illinois.